Once you have created your AWS account, one of the first things you want to do is to create an administrator type user that you'll use for your day-to-day administration. In the AWS Console, we'll go into IAM, Identity and Access Management. Select Users, click Add User, give that user a name, and then depending upon what you want to do, a non-admin type of user may not need programmatic access, like to do command line tools, but since this is an admin user that we're going to use, we're definitely going to give programmatic access. I also want to be able to log into the AWS Management Console, so let's select that. And then I'll allow the password to be auto-generated, and we'll see at the end of the creation process here that I'll have the opportunity to download or retrieve that password. And then the first time this user logs on, we want to force them to change their password. Since this is for me, I could probably not have to do the reset, but if you're going to be distributing this set of credentials out to any other individual, you would definitely want to leave that one checked. What can this user do? Well, one of the things that we're going to want to do is create probably a group so that we can associate any other users with the same types of permissions. So let's create a group. There already is one group in there called Account Admins. I'm going to create a new group just so we can go through that process. We're going to call this Administrators. And then conveniently enough, Amazon has given us a set of what they call managed policies that contain permissions for things like administrator access. So we'll check that, click Create the Group, and then that adds this new user, as you can see by the checkbox here, to that. The new user named PowerCram is being added to this new group called Administrators. Then we'll click on the Next Tags button. Here we could set up tags, which are metadata that allow us to be able to have a rich set of features that we can do various things like cost allocations and things like that. Associate different entities within AWS to cost centers or lines of business or those types of things. Since this is for an admin type of user, I'm not going to set any tags at this time. So we'll click Next Review. We can review what we're setting up here, what group the user belongs to, the managed policy that was previously checked, and then click Create User. Once you create the user, you'll get the success message, but you'll also want to make sure to retrieve these credentials at this time. I could click the Show button, and you could see my credentials here where I could copy and paste it over into another tool. But what I'm going to do is download a CSV, which will make it very easy for me to open up this CSV file in a text editor or spreadsheet tool or whatever. We also have the option over here at the right where we could send an email if this is for another individual. But since this is for me, we'll go ahead and click the Close button, and our new user has now been created. After creating this user, and since I have shown on this video what my credentials are, and with those credentials, anybody could potentially log into or connect to my account programmatically with command line tools or other, and be able to do virtually anything in my account. So what I'm going to do is go into this account, select the Security Credentials tab, and then we're going to make this set of credentials inactive and create a new access key. Again, I now have the opportunity to download this access key, and I'm not going to click the Show button so you can't see what my secret key is. As an extra safety measure, I'm also going to go in and create a new key after this video is done. Once a new user account has been created, I can now go into, let's open a new tab, go to the console for this account. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to enter my new username. I've copied and pasted the password. And since we were had checked the box to have the password reset previously, we can enter the old password here, and then we could enter a new password. I happen to have one ready to go that I'll just copy and paste into these fields. Confirm the password change, and now I've successfully logged into my AWS account with this new user account. And now you have an IAM admin user for your day-to-day administration in AWS.